Good morning, everyone. Our today's question is the third question of AFM pre-March 2025 mock exam. So let me read the requirements first. You must have tried this question. So let's try it again. The first requirement recommend an appropriate hedging strategy for the US dollar cash payment which D company is due to make. So the cash payment you are due to make, discussing the factors which D company board should consider when deciding which hedging method to use. So you have to compare between the future options and maybe some other hedging methods. Show all relevant calculations, including the number of contracts bought and sold in exchange traded currency future market. 13 marks. B. Demonstrate to the CEO how the mark to market process would work for the future, including discussing the cash flow implication and explaining what will happen if D company fails to maintain its margin account. Include calculation of the balance on the margin account on both of the first 2 days of the hedge. Professional marks are available for the analysis, skepticism, and commercial acumen. So let's start reading the data. D company is a listed company based in Eurozone which has been expanding recently in its home market and abroad. Because of the amount of business it has now outside the Eurozone, D company has recently established a separate treasury department. D company plans to open a new manufacturing facilities. D company has contracted to buy the heavy machinery which these facilities require from a supplier in the US. The heavy machinery is due for delivery in 2 months' time, with payment to US supplier 7.7 million due in further 3 months' time. So total, you have to pay in 5 months. Machinery is due for 2 months. In further 3 months, total payments are in 5 months. Okay, Treasury Department suggested that a company should consider two derivatives: 3 month expiry, 6 month expiry, with the counter options. The above one was the future. This one is the option. 2 month and 5 month. Current spot rate is also given. Okay. The CEO has questioned the Treasury Department about the product choices which it has suggested, wondering if there are other possibilities. He has also heard that D company will have to deposit funds into the margin account when a broker with a broker for each of the future contract which it opens. He wants to understand how the balance in a margin account may be adjusted over time and whether D company may have to deposit additional funds as he is worried about the cash flow implication. For the purpose of the explanation to the CEO, use a dollar future hedge described above as an example and assume that closing settlement prices for the first 2 days of the hedge are these. Contract specification for the future contract states that an initial margin of 1325 per contract will be required. Exchange rules require daily top up of the account back to the initial margin. The tick size on the contract is 0.0001. Assume that D company will not make any withdrawal from the margin account after it has been set up. Okay, let's solve the part A. Then we will solve the part B. Okay, let me appropriate hedging strategy. Part A. Okay. Let's do the part A first. So there are two contracts that are available, future and options. So let's do one by one. Future contracts. So payment is due after 5 months. Amount to be paid. Okay, this is in dollars. How much? 7718500. 7718500. So contracts are in euro. So that means you have to buy the dollars and sell it. Okay, you have to buy the dollar, sorry. If you have to buy the dollar, you have to sell the future, sell the euros. So sell euro future to buy dollars. By the way, there is no need to write this, but I'm just writing for you people. Okay, to buy dollar, you have to sell the euro future. Okay, which one? 5 month expiry. And that is dollar over euro. 1.1229. Okay, 6 months. 6 months. 6 months. Okay. So number of contracts. These are in dollars. So firstly convert it and then divide with the contract size. Okay, let me write the contract size first. Euro. 125,000. Number of contracts. This divide by this. Okay. Then the whole divide by. So approximately 55 contracts. Right? Then we will calculate the lock-in rate. So let me do it with the working. So what is the current spot? 1.1199 dollar over euro. Okay. Opening future is given remaining months. Remaining months are 1. It's very quite simple. Total months are 6. So how do you know? It is written 6 months future, and your payment where you will receive payment after 5 months. So lock-in rate would be, if you remember the formula, opening future minus bracket start opening future minus current spot into remaining months divided by the total months. 1.1224. Euro dollar over So what to do now? Convert this on the expected, convert this at the lock-in rate and calculate expected receipt, right? This is the expected receipt. Oh, sorry, expected payment. Expected payment. Expected payment. Right? Is anything else given? The other part. Please check. Simply convert the dollar payment into the euros at the lock-in rate. That's it. We can't do anything with the overhedge amount because it is not asked in the question. Okay, examiner doesn't ask this. One thing. Second, if you able to calculate the overhedge amount, you can't do anything because how to hedge that? Forward rate is not given. No? You will be hedging, over hedging or under hedging using the forward rate. That is not given. Yes, you can do, you can assume the forward rate and solve on that rate if you want to do that. If you say I can solve this. For example, just assume forward rate is given. Okay. So assume forward rate is given and forward rate is 1.12. Just assume. So then you have to solve in two parts. Firstly, payment, because you are doing the payment, right? And your answer should be in home currency. Home currency is euro. This is your main, and this would be your working. Okay. So how many contracts? It's a case of payment. How many contracts? 55. What is the contract size? 125,000. This is the amount you will pay. This is the amount you will pay. Okay. What is the amount you will receive from the exchange? Receipts from exchange. Uh, this amount into the lock-in rate. This is the amount you will receive. Okay. What is your actual payment? So this is your actual payment. So you're receiving less, you have to pay more. So you have to buy this amount from the market. Buy this. At what rate? Forward rate. So additional payment. So what we will do? We will buy this amount, $2,000 at the forward rate. Okay. So this plus this would be our answer. Approximately it is Approximately same. Not exactly same, but approximately same. If forward rate is not given, you can't do anything about the under hedging over hedging. This is just for illustrative purpose. Now let's do the option. So first few steps are same. So let me copy those. No, no. This only this step would be same. Okay. So please tell me which option we will choose. Call or put. So exchange price is given dollar per euro. Premium is quoted in dollars and for the amount which the company would wish to. So it's a dollar option. So we have to buy the dollars. So and remember, whenever it's a over the counter option, just go to the text and try to identify the name of the option. This is over the counter dollar option. So if you want to buy dollar, call option. If you want to sell dollar, put option. So remember, write it somewhere. In over the counter option, identify the name of the option and act according to that. So we will be buy dollar call option. So strike price and 5 months, na? 5 months. So strike price will be we have to choose two strike prices. One is 1.1225 and the other is 1.1175. Okay. In every question, if I ask you whether we buy future or sell future or buy option or call option or put option, how you will identify? You will go to the contract size currency. If you want to buy the contract size currency, you will buy future. If you want to sell the contract size currency, you will sell future, right? Or if you want to buy the contract size currency, you will do the call option. If you want to sell, put option. But problem with this question is this is over the counter option. Contract size is not given. When contract size is not given, how will you identify? You can't identify, right? So then how to think? According to the name of the option. It's a dollar option. It's not a euro option. It's a dollar option. So you want to buy the dollar? Call. You want to sell the dollar? Put. So that's how you will think. Okay. So these are the two strike prices. Okay. Next step. Number of contracts, we can't do that. Next step. Premium. Yes, premium we can do this. So premium is in dollars. So premium is 102 500 and the next premium is 92,000. So in order to convert into the home currency, convert at spot rate. Premium in euros. So divide this with the spot rate. Spot rate is 1.1199. Okay, convert the premium into home currency. Then whether we will excise or not, nothing is given. So let's calculate the expected payment at strike price. It is assumed that option will be exercised. Okay. Expected payment is this. Divide with the strike price. Expected foreign currency payment is this. Divide with the strike price. So let's calculate the total payment. This plus the premium. Okay. So now you can decide that which option you will choose. Obviously, this option, this strike price you will choose. This one. Why we are calculating for both strike prices? We have to solve every question for every exercise price. Even for normal questions, you have to solve with every exercise price. Because now you have to solve on the Excel. It is super easy. It hardly take you a few more seconds. That's why solve on the Excel. Solve every exercise price. Hmm. Now the only part is discussion. What was required in the discussion? Discussing the factors which company board should consider when deciding which hedging method to use. Okay. So let's discuss about the future and then we will discuss about the option. Okay, which one is better by the way? In future you have to pay 6876. In option you have to pay 6976. Future is better. Hmm. On financial basis, currency future contracts are more beneficial for company compared to options. However, company should consider other points as well. Okay. What is that? Future contracts are standardized and it will not lead to exact hedging. And there will be under over hedging involved. Okay. There is also a requirement of margins in future contract, and company needs to deposit further amount, deposit initial amount and further amount if if market moves adversely. Okay. Anything else? Any point? Yes, one more point. Major problem with future contracts is basis risk, right? Which can lead to ineffective hedge as future rate moves differently from spot. Right? Then you will write about the options. Over the counter option is giving slightly more value or more more marginally high payment and with strike rate 1.1225. 1.1225. Ignoring the other strike price because that is expensive, right? The major benefit of options is if market moves favorably, the company can lapse the option. We can lapse the option and enjoy favorable market rates. In other case company has the protection in shape of strike price. Okay. Right. Any point which you can write for the options. These are over the counter options. So these would be illiquid and less transparent compared to exchange traded options. Company should try exchange traded options as if exchange traded futures are available, there must be exchange traded options in market. Okay, you should try those. OTC options also has the risk of default, although this risk can be reduced if company selects high credit rating institutions. Obviously, you would do the contract with the institution. So if you choose the high credit rating institution, this risk will reduce. Okay, then you will write the conclusion. Yeah, non-traded, and then you will write the conclusion. Obviously, in conclusion, you will uh, recommend the future contract because it is less expensive. Okay, that's how you will do it. I have written every point, every possible point. Please do consider this in exam. Now let's do the B part. Demonstrate the CEO how to mark to market process will work. Mark to market. Let's do it. Mark to market. Okay. OTC is exchange traded and futures are sorry. OTC is over the counter and futures are exchange traded. And exchange traded contracts are standardized. Counterparties are the market. It's a liquid, and in over the counter there is a high default risk. There is no need of deposits or margins. OTC and forward both are same. Forward is the application of OTC. Okay. Part B. So first of all, initial margin. Initial margin. How much you have to deposit? 1325. For contracts, assuming contracts are same 55. Okay. What we have done? Sell future or buy future? Above. What was that? Sell future. What was the price? 1.1224. 1.1224. Okay, initial margin. How much we need to deposit? For every contract, $1325. How much it is? 1325 into 55, 72,875. Now let's do the day one calculation. Start by sell future. It is written in the question sell future. Okay. So it's not 1.1224, it is 1.229, sorry. 1.1229. 1.1229. Okay. Initial. So what you have already done, sell future. 1.1229. You can do one thing more. Dollar over euro. Sell future. Okay. Now at the day one, you will settle this price. So this is kind of a buy future. Buy future or closing future. Closing is better, but 1.1247. Okay, you have bought at higher rate. Sorry, you have bought at higher rate, you have sold at lower rate. So it's a loss. Take the difference. 0.0018. So convert the loss into ticks and using that. These are 18 ticks into tick value. Number of contracts are contract size is 125,000. So 125,000, it is 12.5 into number of contracts 55. Loss amount would be 18 into 12.5 into 55. It is 12,375. Okay, 12,375 is a loss. Okay, now the problem is, so your margin account will go. Margin balance 72,875 minus 12,375. Guys, what is the balance? Please calculate, anyone. 60,000. We have to decide. There is nothing to understand. We have already solved that. Go to the solution of question number 1. What we have done? Sell future. Right? Can you see it on the screen, right? We have already sell the future. How many contracts? 55. 55 contracts. So examiner is saying use the same data. So I've used the same data. Sell future and now the closing future. Now this closing future will become your next sell future. Okay. So now you need to deposit more this amount. Okay, you need to deposit this amount now. needs to deposit this difference of gains. If gain, there is no need to deposit. Now day 2. So the good thing is copy this day 1 and okay. Can't copy this day 2. Okay, no worries. We can't copy this. Day 1 settlement price. Day 1 closing price. Okay, copy this price from above. So whatever the price in day 1, whatever the price is at the end of day 1, that will become a relevant price for the day 2. So now you will select the closing price, closing future at day 2. 1.12, 1.1236. Okay. Now at the end of day 1, your closing sell price is 1.1247. But at the end of day 2, the price has fallen. So it's a gain, right? It's a gain. The rule is you will compare today price with the tomorrow price, and then you will compare the tomorrow price with the day after tomorrow price. What we have done, we have initiated our transaction at this rate. We compare it with the closing price. Okay, this is a loss. Now this highlighted 1.1247 will become a relevant price for the next day. We will compare 1.1247 with the next day closing price. So it's a gain. Okay, how much there is a gain? 0.0011. Okay, this is a gain. Again, use the same steps. 11 ticks into 12.5 into 55. So calculate this. 11 into 12.5 into 55. What is the amount, guys? 7563. Approximate. So now what would be the margin balance? You will add this amount, gain amount, into the balance account. 7563. So it would be 7 68. Add this. It would be 8 0 438. Okay. We will not do anything as it is mentioned that in case of excess balance, then do will not act. Okay, so that's it. That's how you will do it. Okay, then you will briefly explain this. That's how you will do it. By the way, it's not a new concept. We have already done that in the lectures, and we have already solved the question on this. Okay, any question, guys?